of the field in the hands of the 22 of Joey Logano. Green flags in the air. Martin Truex Jr. up the racetrack. The 24 is going to take advantage of it, tries to get into the inside.
How about Ryan Blaney with a nice move to get into second?
Out front, Brad Keselowski has taken the lead away from Joey Logano. And still, the 18 and the 21 fighting for the third position, side by side.
Now the 21 is stuck on the top, and this is kind of what happens, right, Jeff? So now the 18 has got the 21 up a lane. The 78 is going to do all he can to follow the 18 to fill that bottom lane. Chase Elliott will then do the same. Once you get a guy out of the preferred groove, you try to keep that line coming on the bottom.
That the sole mission right now of the spotter on the 21 car is to get him down. If there's a hole behind the 18, let him know that so he can slide in behind the 18. But Martin Truex Jr. is not having anything to do with that.
Or is it surprising to you, Jeff, to see these guys almost give the guy behind them that inside line?
Well, see, Joey Logano, he gave a little bit of a shove to the two cars. His teammate, listen, Joey Logano's not in the playoffs. He doesn't care. He's here to win this race. And yes, I am surprised that the outside has come in this quick. Side-by-side battle for the lead.
How about the fact that two Fords running up front? It's been 29 races, only one win in those 29 races that Ford has been able to find victory lane.
More importantly for Jimmie Johnson, when he looks out of his windshield, what does he see? He can easily see the one car, Jamie McMurray. That's 11th place. So he knows he is now within sight of 10th place, of stage points. So that right now is all that's on Jimmie Johnson's mind. How do I get here? He clearly has run this pack down one car at a time, still at 44 laps. You can get into the top 10. Caution off turn 2.
And A.J. Allmendinger's involved. The 27 of Paul Menard had to check up. A lot of damage, though, to the 47 of Allmendinger as he will come to pit road before it's open. He was running 22nd.
See, Allmendinger was up the racetrack, and 10 car of Danica saw that hole and tried to fill it, and they made contact.
Jimmie Johnson has chosen the outside line for the restart. Casey Kane on the inside of row 1.
Kyle Busch beat all those off pit road that pitted. He started out in 9th, has the freshest tires.
We'll see how he does if he makes up some ground quickly. More than likely, he'll make up quite a bit of ground on the 5 of Casey Kane. He hasn't been to pit road since lap 38. That competition caution, the first caution that came out. We knew it was inevitable. Brad Keselowski had a lot better tires than the 48 of Jimmie Johnson. We were wondering how long it was going to take. But this still has to be a big win for the 48 team, starting last and potentially going to earn some points here at the end of stage 1.
Yeah, but these next 14 laps are going to be very important for the 48 because as you've seen the replay of Brad Keselowski getting by, and now the 48 is falling quickly to the other cars that have fresh tires, and it starts with the 18 of Kyle Busch, who's only about 3 or 4 car lengths back, and if he gets to him and gets him off that bottom lane, Jeff, those other cars, the 78 and the 22, will be there very quickly.
Brad Keselowski, as he comes through 3 and 4, he's going to see the green and white checkered flag. Keselowski will win stage 1. And look at that battle. Truex Jr. edges out the 24 of Chase Elliott. Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Logano, Johnson, Truex. They're the top 5. Elliott, Blaney, Kane, and Austin Dillon. Denny Hamlin making up the top 10. Kyle Busch on the inside, Brad Keselowski on the outside. Green flag back in the air. Inside work for Kyle Busch. He's able to stay out front. Now we'll see if Logano is going to get by his teammate. And then it's teammates side by side behind them, the 24 and 48. Here comes the 2, looking to the inside of the 18 now for the lead. And will the 5 of Casey Kane slow down the 18 enough? That time by. Keselowski was scored as the leader with 2 laps to go. Keselowski has made the pass and back out front. And into the curb. The 2 hits the curb. The 18 pressuring Keselowski. The 22 into the wall. Austin Dillon took the 22 into the wall. They stay going the same direction. Final lap of stage 2. Keselowski trying to sweep the first 2 stages in Martinsville. Through 3 and 4, Keselowski's going to do it. Keselowski wins stage 2.
And I know he didn't win it, but Denny Hamlin did a masterful job of staying in the lead lap. You never know when championship moments are made. Well, that move right there, that drive by Denny Hamlin to stay in the lead lap, that could be the difference between having a chance to win a championship and not.
He stayed on the lead lap, not in the top 10, but still very impressive. Kyle Busch easily clearing Keselowski, and now here comes Martin Truex Jr. in the 78 working that inside line.
78 Martin Truex Jr., not known as a short track racer. His numbers are nowhere near as impressive as they are at the mile-and-a-half tracks, but done a nice job all day, just kind of hanging around that top 3, top 5. Chase Elliott makes a move to the inside of the 18 for the lead.
Looking for the top spot. Chase Elliott even goes up the racetrack a bit. The 18 moves out, trying to make sure there isn't any contact.
I'm not sure if he moved out or got moved out, but
I think it was the latter.
Chase Elliott. He'll lead that lap, and he's in front of the 18.
And now all of a sudden that bottom lane has turned into the preferred lane.
A little bumping going on now between the 18 and 22. Fighting for that second spot. 12 drivers have gotten their first career win right here. But it hadn't happened since 2001 and Ricky Craven. Chase Elliott is the only playoff driver without a career win. Logano now giving pressure to the 2 of Keselowski. Logano way up the racetrack. That opens the door for the 18.
The 2 has a run, though, Rick.
Here he comes. Keselowski looking to the inside. Elliott has to go up to the second line. Keselowski making contact. Side by side again. Coming through 3 and 4 up the racetrack. Keselowski pushes the 24 up. And Brad has the lead that time by. Chase not giving up on that outside line. Now falls in behind the 2. What will he have for him for the final 29 laps?
In this elimination format, Jeff, I think you'll agree, we have seen drivers rise to the occasion. We've seen Kevin Harvick win at Phoenix and win at Dover. Brad Keselowski win at Talladega. And while this was not a must-win for the 2 team, if they can hold on for 13 more laps in a crazy battle back there for 3rd, it will be a win that they did need. And they proved once again, when they said they needed to do it, they could do it.
Big contact right there. The 18 trying to force his way in, got into the 22. Those two got sideways. A lot of smoke coming out of the back of the 22 now.
And this left rear tire can affect the whole field. If it goes flat and the 22 spins out, the yellow will come out and decisions will have to be made.
The gap between 1 and 2 is 1.4 seconds now. Keselowski has that big of a lead. Now the 11 all over the back bumper of the 22, trying to take advantage of a wounded Joey Logano.
And how about the 11? What a recovery. Jeff, you talked about earlier in the race. He was battling the 22, the 2, and the 18 to stay on the lead lap, and here he is passing for the 3rd position.
Under 10 laps to go. Smoke still coming out of the 22. How long will that tire last? Now Martin Truex Jr. is going to get by him.
Yeah, the way he's falling back, I'm not so sure it's not got a little bit of air coming out of it now. He has lost a lot of speed. Remember, he was battling for position, and now he just cannot keep the guys behind him. There it is.
And around goes the 22. Caution comes out. Under 9 laps to go at Martinsville, and there'll be a restart.
And then you see Blaney, one of our playoff contenders, right behind Logano. Look at that. The door just opened for Blaney to slide through.
Short track racing at Martinsville. 4 to go. '24 with a great restart. Up the racetrack he goes. Side by side for the lead down the backstretch. Way up the racetrack goes Chase Elliott. He opens the door down below. Here comes Denny Hamlin. Elliott has the lead, but Hamlin looks to the inside. Elliott diving, trying to block. Down the backstretch again. Less than 3 to go. The bumper to the back of the 24. Elliott goes around. Hamlin takes the lead, and the caution comes out.
Get it going if you can. Get it.
Denny Hamlin all in the back of the 24.
'24 up into the wall. Remember how aggressive these drivers have been up to this point, and now the aggression even more, because there's a spot in the championship for a playoff driver. Denny Hamlin has chosen the inside line. Kyle Busch on the outside. Hamlin surges ahead. Clearly out front. The 18 running second. Truex in 3rd. Now here comes Boyer fighting back on the inside. A little bump there out of the 18. Side by side as they come back to the stripe. White flag in the air. Kyle Busch on the inside. Kyle Busch up the racetrack. He moves the 11 up. Here comes the 78 of Truex Jr. Into the final turns. Martin Truex Jr. has never won on a short track. As he comes out of 4, it's a drag race. They wreck behind him. Kyle Busch will win.
Yes, sir. Checkered.
Big wreck on the front stretch.
Confetti and Monster Energy going everywhere. Kyle Busch, that was a crazy finish to this race. How did you do that?
I don't know. It's just a lot more attention on everybody else than us right now. So it's just a great win for this whole M&M's Halloween Toyota Camry. Awesome to get to victory lane here at Martinsville. You know, I wanted to win Charlotte, Martinsville, and Homestead, and that'll make us this year's champion. So we've got one of the 3, and we'll be working on more. That's really classy. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. So just want to say our guys did an awesome job preparing this car. We weren't the best all day, but we put ourselves in the right spots there at the end, and there was kind of chaos ensuing, and none of it was our fault. We just came out on the right end of the stick, you know. So Can't say enough about NOS Energy Drink, Cessna, DVX sunglasses. My son Brexton's at home. He's not here with us this weekend, so I want to say hey to him. We'll see you later tonight, buddy. And looking forward to going to Homestead.